Hi guys, welcome back to Too Many Opinions podcast. This is Jeannie.
And this is Sarah.
And today, Sarah, what are we going to be talking about?
Today we're going to be talking about cutting off family.
Oof.
So what do you think about this? Do you think that it is something that you should do? Or do you believe in forgiveness for family? Or just cut them off?
Cut them the fuck off.
I agree. I'm pro cutting family off because sometimes family is just not healthy. There's certain family members that are just not healthy to be around, whether it's their toxic personality, their toxic traits. They may not be willing to compromise or learn from mistakes that they've made, or I don't know, but I am pro cutting family off as well.
And family, let me tell you something. Blood does not make you family. Not in my book, at least.
Mine neither.
There's things that I have had family members say about me that a friend would never say about me. Even not that a worst enemy would say about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that, like, you can't come back from. Mm-hmm. Like, wishing death upon a family member.
There's no coming back from that.
That's one of the reasons why I cut this particular family member off. There's a few that I have cut off, but particularly this person, you get into arguments and it's like they go below the belt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
too far.
No matter what happens, like, you could get me the most mad, but there's things that I won't accept. You disrespecting my parents. Mm-hmm. My sister, or like wishing death upon me, like especially after like me trying to look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will never forgive. No, excuse me, not that I won't forgive it. I forgave it, but I will no longer allow you in my life. Like, you do not exist to me after you said that.
And I feel like once you say something like that, there's no coming back. Whether you're
there's
family,
no coming
friends,
back.
relationship, anything like
now,
that, there's no coming back from that.
No, and I won't burden myself and wishing them the death back. I wish them life. I wish them the best. I wish them health, money, abundance, love, all of it. I wish them the best for you. But you no longer are in my life. That's just the difference.
Yeah.
No longer in my life. And any other family member that doesn't understand that and is trying to keep pushing on that relationship to me, you might as well go with him.
I agree. And you know what? That's also very tough. That's very tough. And I get it. Like, there's certain family that wants you to try to mend those kind of relationships, but some relationships can't be mended. Mm-hmm. I know from personal experience, for the family that I've had to cut off, is that I tried to fix things and didn't work. And then I reached that point where it was like, okay, now it's my turn. Now I'm done with you, and there's no
coming back, repairing
that could be done to fix this.
Right.
It's done. Now I see you completely different. And I know that there's the saying that says, oh, blood's thicker than water.
No, it ain't.
I feel like blood only makes you related by family. But there's friends that I have, and Jeannie are one of them, that blood couldn't make us any closer.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I consider you family to me. And there's other friends that I consider family to me. Like, we've said it in past episodes where it's like, there's those friends that it like almost bothers you to say, that's my friend. Like,
right.
No, this is family. So I am 100% pro cutting off family. I feel like family members tend to throw rocks when you live in a glass house. Have you heard that saying before? Mm-hmm. Meaning, like, and if you haven't heard this, that's basically when someone can sit there and have all these things that they've done wrong in their past or made bad decisions in their past, and then you, God forbid, make one bad decision or say one wrong thing, and they're sitting here throwing rocks at you like you are the worst person in the world. You made this big bad decision, which probably didn't even hurt anybody except their ego or their feelings. But yet they want to pose you to be a bad guy and make people choose sides in the family.
Right.
Because they want you to be punished.
Right.
Like, did you forget all the things that you have done?
Or the ones that like to dig at you the most because since they know that they're family, they think that they can go that far. You get what I'm saying? Oh, we're family, so no matter what I do or what I say, we're gonna end up being family in the end.
Like,
no, we're not.
No,
we're not.
We might be family, but we're not.
We're not family. We don't have to. But says who though?
Yeah,
Think about it.
By blood, family.
But says who? I don't give a shit if it's by blood, by acid, by whatever it is. Yeah. It says who?
I get.
I don't give a shit. You can have my same last name, and I will act like I don't like you. You died.
Yeah, and you know what? I also feel like there's family members that
I'm getting hot just thinking about this.
This is the one that gets me the most. There's the family members who will hear a part of a story and then choose the side without knowing exactly what happened, and then putting themselves basically in the middle of whatever is going on between whatever family member, and then choosing a side.
Or the ones that actually know what's up and know that the person's wrong, and because they're their immediate family member, they take up for them and want to hide everything and want to act like, oh, don't do that and don't say this. Like, man, I don't give a fuck.
That is literally crazy to me, that because their immediate family or family period, that you will allow people to do things and act a certain way because that's your blood. Like, how could you not check your family?
Right.
It's your family, most important. Like, you should want people to act the best. You know what I mean? And if somebody has tried to take accountability and try to mend a relationship, and you still have chosen not to forgive them, not to move forward because you're in your feelings, or you're egotistical, or you can't move on because you feel like you should have been whatever, grow up.
Bro.
Grow up.
Listen,
up. Nobody owes you anything.
Absolutely not. I used to be such a family-oriented person. Like, my family was it to me. Yeah. Like, I was that kind of person, that blood's thicker than water no matter what. But as I grew up and I saw the light, bro, it's sad to say, but I don't fuck with a lot of my family members anymore.
I definitely believe
like,
that.
There's certain things that happen, and you see how people react, and it just blows your mind on, yo, this is who this person is. If this is who they're showing you that this is who they are, believe them.
Yeah, I definitely.
There's only so many chances you can give somebody.
And it doesn't matter if they're family or not. I agree. And I agree. But I also believe in the decisions that you make, you have to stand by. So you can't have regrets in the future because of this. If you made the decision to no longer be associated with that person, and you wanted other family to come in between, and because that family didn't choose sides or whatever the case may be, and they stayed neutral, and you decided to distance yourself because you couldn't get over it, that's a decision you have to live with. Absolutely. And you can't be mad at anybody because you chose seclusion instead of trying to overcome the issue because you were mad or whatever. Right. And that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own feelings, Absolutely. Their own opinions on how they see things, what they believe is right in their head, their narrative. That's fine. But not everybody's obligated to follow that same thing. So
I agree.
There's two options in life. Either fix it or let it go.
Absolutely. And I think right now the most important thing is to, like, surround yourself with people that bring you happiness.
Yes.
I don't care if that's blood. I don't care if that's a dog. I don't care if that's a fish. I don't care what it is. Surround yourself with people, pets, things, places that bring you happiness. Don't keep forcing a relationship that's just not there. Even if we're blood, that doesn't mean that our souls mix.
I agree.
Again, with the friendship situation, this applies to family members too. Again, I don't want nothing to happen to you ever.
Right.
I want the very best for you, but me and you just don't mix. Our attitudes, our traumas, our triggers just ain't compatible here.
And sometimes you have to let go, and you have to let go because for me, like I said, it hurt me. It hurt me for a while.
Absolutely.
It hurt me in the wild to have to think like, wow, this is it. This is it. This is really it.
That hurts because
we're estranged. We are estranged. We are family, but we're estranged. Meaning, like, that's just what it is. And you know what?
And it sucks because these are the people that, like, these are the people that got your blood. These are the people that you should ride or die for. These are the people that you should do anything and everything for.
Going to say that.
But it stings. You know what I mean? With me, it was more like everything leading up to that stung me more than me deciding, oh, I'm going to cut this person off.
Yeah.
Because, like, again, you don't come back from someone wishing death upon you, wishing bad about you, threatening your other side of the family, or threatening, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what happens, I don't care, like, what the situation is, unless it's like a sexual assault, something crazy like that. You know what I mean? But for a petty argument or arguing over other people and letting other people come in between your family and all this crap, like, no, there's no coming back from that.
You know what I feel that happens with family is that because you're family loses humility and empathy. They lose that because they expect a even higher standard. Even if they wouldn't give it to you themselves, they expect it from you. So they may not have empathy or humility, but they expect it from you. And they want you to be the very best person that you can be. And you can't make any mistakes and you can't do anything wrong. But they can make mistakes and they're expected to be forgiven.
Right.
And it's like, I'm sorry and excuse me, but literally, go fuck yourself.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. And
it's just like, again, there's no, I feel like I don't have to forgive anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a human, so are you. People fuck up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's just that there's nothing to forgive. You don't exist in my world anymore. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I don't want to go to hell, or I don't want to harbor feelings for someone. Like, you just don't have to be in my, that's what I want the audience to understand. Because they're your family members, that does not mean that they have to be in your life. If they're not bringing you peace, joy, and happiness, bye.
And not even just peace, joy, and happiness, but support. If they don't support you,
No.
support is so important from your friends, your family. Like, you need support. And if they're not supporting you and they're unwilling to look past whatever it is, it's time to let them go.
Absolutely.
It's time
and
to let them
literally
go.
believe what you see.
Oh my God.
Believe what you see, because
that is
sometimes
so
you're like,
good.
oh, well, they're my brother, or they're my cousin, or they, no, it's just, no, believe it, because that's who they are.
Yes. And that's who they'll be time and time again. And then
Over and over again.
And it's crazy because then when you start to think back about other situations that you may have been through with a particular family member, you're like, holy shit, this is how they were acting the whole time, but I refuse to see it.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow.
Some people, Sarah, some people have no souls, literally.
I really
some
believe
people
there
are
are
the
evil.
devil, bro. Like, honestly.
Yes, evil.
I believe it, because there's no way in hell that I'm ever gonna do anything that deep to hurt anybody, let alone a family member.
And it's like, how do you have it in your heart to be like that? I am like, I literally could never. I could never. I'm
And
just
I
not
get,
that kind of person.
I get angry, so I'm that kind of person that says crazy shit when they're mad. But there's a line.
And
There's a line.
yeah, I agree. There's a line, and for me, I say crazy shit, but it takes me for you to bring me to my absolute boiling point. Like, I feel like I can take so much.
And even with your boiling point, I know that you won't you're not gonna.
I'm not, because it's really not in my soul. I'm the type of-
Exact. Boom, you said it. It's not in you, because you're not shady like that. But a person that's actually shady like that will hit below the belt and even lower than that.
Without
So
a
that's
doubt.
why I say believe who that person is, because if it got a petty little argument or something dumb for them to say that dumb shit, that deep shit that cuts you to the core, that's who they are.
Yes.
And I'm not saying people can't change, but great, change and learn from this relationship that you lost, and don't do that to the next person, because this relationship is dead.
Done. It's
Dead.
It's hard. It is hard. And don't get me wrong, for whoever is listening to this and is questioning whether you should or should not cut off family, it will be hard. But you know what? In the long run, you guys are going to see how much happier and how much healthier you feel. And I say healthier because when there's toxic people around you and they're finally removed, you have this weight lifted
like a
off
feather.
of you. It's like, wow, I feel so free, so different. I've let go of this energy, this cloud that was hanging over me. So it's like
Bitterness.
Exactly. Bitterness, anger, hurt, pain, sadness.
That's what I felt like I was for a long time. I was
Yes.
very bitter.
And bitter is a tough feeling to overcome.
It is, and then I think I was bitter because, like, I'm so fair in life. I try to be. I'm not perfect. I am
Right.
listen to me, farthest from the perfect person. I have anger issues. I get mad easy. I'm very, like, what is it?
Temperamental.
Yeah, I'm very temperamental. Whatever. I get mad easily, whatever. But I am so fair. I try to be kind. I try to support my family members. I try to, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so, like, shit just burns, bro.
And you know what's crazy too? I feel
I'm
like
sorry.
for the family that I've basically am no longer like associated with, I feel like even till this day, because of the person I am, if they called me, I would show up. Even though I know they don't deserve it, I would, because that's who I am.
You're an angel. I wouldn't.
You want to know why? And when they go low, we go high. And I live by that. When somebody goes low, I go high. I'm always going to try to take the high road. Most of the time.
Usually I would too. Like I said in the first episode, I hate losing friendships. I try to fight my hardest for friendships that I know I cared for.
So picture family.
Picture family, but there's just things you don't come back
Yeah.
from. Like in this particular situation, I'm not changing my mind.
All right, so now let me ask you a question. I know we touched on it in our last episode. That was sort of how we closed out. So if you're disrespected by family, does that automatically mean that you're getting cut off? Or do you feel like there could be a conversation that could happen to set the boundary so that doesn't happen.
Yes, I feel like there can be a conversation for you to fix things, but it depends what it is.
Okay.
You can't come back from sexual assault.
Right.
You can't come back from wishing somebody death.
Nope.
You can't come back from, there's certain things that it's just you can't come back from. But if it's like petty arguments, if you know that, for example, it's your parents and they just don't know your triggers, I think it's important to like sit them down and in a loving way explain to them kind of like what triggers you, why it triggers you. Teach them what you're learning in therapy. If you go to therapy, that's my plan with my parents. Like I want to teach them what I'm learning because now I'm looking at them as victims too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, I just think it's your choice and you shouldn't feel guilty about your choice. I very much love to believe that I'm a Christian. I know I'm not a perfect Christian. And like I said, I don't harbor any feelings. Like I won't look at this person or these group of people and be like, ugh, I'm leaving. No, we can be in a room. Right. We can kiki. We can eat together. We can do whatever it is. But it's not going to pass from there. You're not going to come to my house. You're not going to come to my wedding. You're not going to come to my baby shower. I'm not going to allow you in my kid's life. Like, none of that's happening. But if it's like a family reunion or something like that, I'm not going to stop going to a family. I mean, I have in the past.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to stop going to a family reunion because X, Y, and Z is there. Okay. I'm not doing that. But you're just not going to come into my personal circle, my personal life. You're not going to come.
Okay. So I'm like 50-50 with what you said. And typically I feel like you and I are pretty on point, but there's some things that we were like, so you said you would go to the family reunion in Kiki. I cannot. I will say hi out of being cordial and kind to try to not make it awkward, but I will not go out of my way to have a conversation with them.
No, that's what I'm saying, but I'm also not going to miss out on the rest of my family because that person's there.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm going to go, but
that's
it's going to be a quick hi and bye.
Right, well, because if we're having like a general conversation, I'm not going to like, when this person talks, I'm not going to be like,
yeah, agreed.
I'm not going to be petty. I'm not going to be petty. Like we could like, if they say hi to me, I could say hi back. Hello.
I'm also not going out of my way.
Right.
I'm not going out of my way to go say hi to you. What? Absolutely not. If we're in the same, or if you're in the area where we're all speaking, I'll say hi, whatever. But I'm not going out of my way to speak to you. I'm not. I'm not kissing ass. I'm done kissing ass. I am a grown woman. I pay my own bills. I take care of my son. I do all these things. I am not going out of my way for another adult because they feel as though they're entitled to my respect or my
because
attention.
We're family and
because we're family, even though you haven't treated me like family or have given me a chance. No, I'm sorry, those days are over. As a young adult, maybe. Now, absolutely not.
Right, exactly. Now I know my boundaries. Now I know what it is that I want. Now I know who you are because that's just who you are and it's okay. And you don't got to be in my life and it's okay. And I don't got to be in yours because maybe you don't want me in yours either.
Right. And that's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine. Does it?
Finally, we can agree on something.
Hallelujah, right? Like, goddamn.
You know? And anyone else that disagrees can get the boot too. I really don't. Yo, honestly, life is so short. Mm-hmm. And I know people can say life is so short, so like, this is the only family you got, but that's a lie. Yeah. My friends are also my family. You can build a family. Absolutely. There's people that don't have no one and all they have is friends and that's their family.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm sorry, but that family, that blood crap is not flying with me anymore. If you did me dirty, if you did me so bad to the point that I can't forgive, and Sarah, you know me, I forgive.
Yep.
I forgive and I try to look past a lot of things, but hell no. I'm at a point that if you are good to me, I'm good to you, and that's that.
Good. And that's how it's supposed to be. So I feel like everybody should take from this episode, do not hold on to toxic people, even though they may be family. I know it's hard, and I know it's going to hurt, and you may cry, and you may be in pain, and you may miss family, and you
get over it.
You will move on, and you will grow, and you will see things for what they truly are. So
you'll be much happier.
You will. You'll feel free. You'll feel lighter. Just give yourself that time to go through the motions and go to the people who actually love you and care about you and vent. Let it flow off of you so that way when you let go, you can also move on.
Absolutely. And do what's best for your soul. Do what's best for your mental health. I know, and I'm always going to bring up mental health. Do what's best for everything because I know that it burns, but it will get better. Wish them the best because don't ever wish them wrong and don't ever don't harbor that hate in your heart for them because you only ruin yourself. Wish them the very best. I wish you the very best.
Likewise.
I wish you love, happiness, money, success, health, everything. And I wish you everything in the book. I just
But
wish that you were
bitch.
not in my life.
But you're still a bitch.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but
exactly.
that's
And it is
just
what it is. And that's it. That's all I have to say about
that's
this
all
topic.
I have to say as well. I know this was probably a quick episode, but it's pretty clear and concise about what the message is here. Family does not mean that you are a requirement in my life.
Absolutely.
So get on with your good self. If you're not being good to me, you're not bringing me happiness, joy, wealth, you're not supporting me, then you need to go. And that's pretty much it. So until the next time, we will catch you in the next episode.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.